Well, it'll be a great celebration because it's taken nearly 3 years to put the park into the way it is now. We had to go for heritage lottery funding of nearly £3 million, and we've opened it in stages. Behind us we have the gates, which are magnificent, back how they were the day the park was opened. Behind you over there we now have a coffee lounge, which we've never had anything like that before at the park. Behind me at the moment we actually have the War Memorial, which has gone from being something that nobody could hardly see because of trees around it to the glorious state it is now where everyone can see it. And then the last final stage is at the other end of the park. We've got the children's facilities and also the lake. The lake was in a terrible state, but it has been well and truly cleaned, and we're putting the park back. It's supposed to come back just as it was the day Ernest Stevens was here and it was opened.
And I understand that this notion to go back to the past, it's even going to affect things like the nature and particularly the trees.
That's quite right. Some trees have already gone, particularly say the ones around the War Memorial, but most of those were self-seeded anyway. They weren't put there by a park person. And that whole thing is to bring it back to how it was the day it was opened. So yes, it will be trees that everyone will recognise as being trees of the British Isles.
Why is it important to bring it back to its origins?
Well, to get the funding, heritage lottery funding, it's the heritage part of it, put it back. But on the other hand, if you've got all that money, you would want to bring it back to how it was and put the trees in. And it's a very good use of the money. It looks lovely.